Hello, welcome again to Utterly Geek. I am Darren Bell. I am joined as always by Steve Petrella and Christopher Walczyk. We are here to discuss gaming news of the past 2 weeks.
Oh,
Hope y'all
Jesus,
had a
two?
good
Oh,
Labor
God.
Day.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Yeah, we skipped out on Labor Day
Ah.
for a variety of reasons. But
Laziness
here we
being
are.
one of them. I mean, we could have done that week, but we were like, meh.
Kind of, yeah. But
let's
here we are.
let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Here we are. So why don't we start off at the top? EA has announced plans to help the victims of the Madden tournament shooting.
Mm-hmm.
They have set up the Jacksonville Tribute. They've made $1 million contribution to those affected by the Jacksonville shooting. This is the bare minimum they could have done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yay, but fucking come on.
Yeah.
Like, at least there's an effort, but fuck, man.
It's like pennies to them, honestly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with how much money that they rake in with a lot of their titles, that was like, really?
Yeah, that's my thought.
I mean, to give credit where credit is due, at least, as you said, at least it's something, but it's still like, I can only imagine, even with it still being 1 million, EA was still like, like they still were like fucking smog with all their gold and shit and being like, no. Like,
right. Yeah, it's, like I said, the bare minimum that they could have done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not nothing, but at least it's something.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. In other typical EA news, as of today, EA is refusing to remove loot boxes from FIFA 18 and FIFA 19 despite Belgium's recent new loot box law. As a result, the Belgian government is suing EA to actually remove those goddamn loot boxes or stop selling their game in Belgium.
They're going to court with it.
Hmm.
So we'll see how much of a shit show that's gonna be. Oh, I hope they lose. I hope they fucking lose, and everybody could just laugh in their goddamn faces.
I don't see how they can win.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, they're not suing in the United States, so I don't see how they could win.
Yeah.
In other loot box news, 2K Belgium has put out a statement. 2K has put out a statement regarding Belgium. Quote, the Belgian Gaming Commission, BGC, has stated that games which include certain loot box, and they do use quotations, style mechanics violate gambling laws in Belgium. While we disagree with this position, we are working to comply with the BGC's current interpretation of these laws. As a result, we have made some local changes to My Team mode. These changes are necessary in order for us to accommodate the BGC's interpretation of the Belgian Gaming Act. Specifically, we will be turning off the ability to purchase packs with premium non-earned currency / virtual currency. Gamers are still able to acquire packs with My Team points. We will be continuing conversations with the BGC in order to explain our views on how NBA 2K and My Team pack purchases already comply with local laws. If you agree, we recommend that you contact your local government representative to communicate your opinion. We will keep the community posted on any developments. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Only if you agree.
Yeah, that's my favorite part out of it all. Is they're just like, well, if you agree with this, then maybe you should contact your representative. And it's like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's just so fucking sad to me that they, like, whoever they hired to write that, like, I just feel bad for that person. Like, if I worked for a company and they were like, hey, we need you to write this, and like trying to get people to purchase our loot boxes or trying to get people to say that they're a good thing for gaming, I would have been like, fuck you guys, there's more opportunities out there, goodbye. Like, it's just such a sad attempt for more money, and they're already charging. I mean, there's like $150 bundles for NBA 2K, and it's just like, come the fuck on. You're gonna. It's so crazy to me that they do that shit, and then they're gonna cry about not being able to have loot boxes in Belgium, just one area. Just fucking comply to that area. You're still gonna sell loot boxes in other places. Like, this shit is it's just getting sad.
That's what it was with Overwatch. I mean, Overwatch, like Blizzard Activision just shut it down for Overwatch in Belgium. They were like, okay, and then they just shut it down. That was it. Didn't say anything. There was like, okay, cool. It doesn't work there, fine.
Yeah, there's so many other opportunities to sell your fucking loot boxes.
Yeah, I remember when NBA 2K18 Legend Edition Gold, I'm looking at it for the Switch, $150. When that game originally launched on the Switch, its price was so high that it would not allow you to purchase it as it exceeded the wallet amount that Nintendo set for the Switch.
Oh, Jesus.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So can you only buy the in physical copy then for Switch? If you wanted it for Switch?
No, because that's the Legend Gold. If you go with original like NBA 2K18 or NBA 2K19, it's $60. You can buy it digital.
Right, but I mean to get that $150 version, you have to buy it physical in that case, or
no, they updated the eShop to accommodate that large of a purchase.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
For a single fucking game. Yeah, no, it rings as totally pathetic. Like, please defend us.
Yeah.
Say you want our practices.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dude.
It's like they don't owe you anything.
Yep.
They don't owe you anything. They just want your money. That's it. Fuck them.
Yeah. We're forced to change fundamentally how our game works because we designed it around this predatory practice. And so if you want us to keep designing around a predatory practice, please defend us.
Agree. If you agree with it.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that is the worst fucking line if you agree with this. Like, I would have a little bit more respect if they're like, hey, whatever your opinion is, throw it out there so we can assess like how people actually feel about it. And then you get all your negative bullshit and how many people are gonna fucking agree. Like, that's what I really want to see, this statistics of people that actually agree that loot boxes are a great thing for gaming.
I do actually want to see those statistics. I'm honestly curious.
No, yeah, I'm interested to see like how many people really think or really want loot boxes in their game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah.
And a lot of the arguments is like people always defend Overwatch as like that's like, oh well, they did it right, they did it cosmetics only. Well, yeah, okay, but it's still something that you use money to buy to get something for an in-game item, and you're still gambling because it's a percentage of getting a certain item that you want. Granted, yes, you could use gold to buy exactly what you want, but it's still, at its fundamental core, it's still a fucking loot box that you have to buy and then gamble for it. So
I was just about to bring up Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't like there. I think there's a way to do loot boxes right, but I don't think there was ever a point where people were like, "I want loot boxes in my game."
Yeah,
like I don't think that was an outcry of like people, and then they're like, "Hey, let's do what the people want. Let's create loot boxes for these people." No, someone thought of a really solid business idea to fucking take people's money.
It was Valve with TF2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
it was fucking crates.
Oh,
I can't even tell you how many of those crates I bought.
As a poor college student, I probably put like $150, $200 into that game.
You can track that. You can actually look back through your Steam purchase history and see exactly how much you did. I refuse to.
Oh shit, I should do that. Yeah, because I'm sure you're way worse than where I was.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of times even I was like, I can't do it, man. Like, I'm just going to sell the crate and then use that money towards the next key or something.
And when it first came out, that was the only way to get those is through the keys because you couldn't trade. There was no marketplace.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk about original predatory cosmetics? You talk TF2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that kind of set a terrible standard. At least Overwatch allows you to save up gold to buy the one cosmetic thing that you want.
Mm.
Yeah.
But fuck, man. Fuck you, 2K. Fuck you, loot boxes. Fuck you, EA. Fuck your loot boxes. Hope you get fucking destroyed in court.
Yes.
And other things getting destroyed. You can no longer repair your PS2 in Japan. They have ended their PS2 support stream after 20 years.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, good run.
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked that earlier this summer you could send a PS2 in for repair to Sony Japan.
Yeah.
And they would do it.
Well, considering that the other PlayStations aren't backwards compatible, it's kind of like, come on. Maybe I still want to fucking be able to play PS2 games on there.
Yeah, I just got my PS3 out because that's the only way that I can play a Katamari game.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I can't... Just make those digitally available. Come on.
I know.
Yeah, seriously.
Makes me so sad. But yeah, you can no longer repair your PS2. That's sad. Speaking of Blizzard, they
officially can't repair it. I mean, I'm sure there's
there's plenty of third-party places you can go.
Yeah.
I could recommend a few, but they're not sponsors. We have no sponsors. I just really like them.
Yeah.
Eastarland, they're pretty good.
Mm.
Anyway, Blizzard has gotten out there and announced a commemorative bundle commemorating the life of John Total Biscuit Bane. It is a cosmetic pack for PS2. StarCraft 2.
He will come from the heavens and slap you on your face for making that mistake.
No. 100% of the funds received of the sale of these items will go directly to his wife and son, whom he is survived by. So the thing that got me was later on down at the bottom. It says the bundle will be available this week. Please note that the commemorative bundle is a limited time offer. It will no longer be available once it sells out. Or after December 31st, 2018, whichever comes first. I didn't realize you could sell out of digital goods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I question that. I feel like that's more of a thing to say to get people to buy it.
Maybe, or let me think of it this way. Let me posit this. Maybe there is a tax reason why, so that they don't overburden Jenna with a tax deficit or a tax reason. Like, that's the only thing I can think of where they'll be like, okay, we'll cut it off just before we kick it up to this other bracket where it'll get like whacked twice for taxes.
Yeah.
That would be a reasonable, but it's icon sets, it's player icons, it's a bunch of stuff for StarCraft 2. Also, his announcer pack has the same deal going on right now, and they're actually backdating the proceeds from this April onward to go to Jenna and Orion.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm really, really glad that Blizzard is doing this.
To kind of go off of that as well, Chrono.gg also had a commemorative like sale going on and it's like,
oh right,
it's like the top 10 games that like Total Biscuit recommended or something, and like that was also an instance where I think like a certain percentage of the proceeds were going towards cancer research, colon cancer research. So I don't know if that sale is still going on, but I know
it is. I'm looking right at it.
Okay, yeah, but that was also the same instance. They launched like roughly around the same time. It was like Chrono GG and then Blizzard. It was like all within the same week.
It's some really good goddamn games.
Yeah, like Brothers. You can get Brothers for fucking $3, and if you haven't played that game, what the fuck? Because that was his like favorite game of all time that he's ever played. So
I said it before and I will say it again. It is the only game in which the controls made me cry. And not because they were bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
You finish that game, you'll know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pick up XCOM 2 for $17.
Yeah.
That's real fucking good.
Yeah, well, a lot of these are pretty great. I'm actually almost considering Redout because that looked fun. And
Oh, you never played that?
No.
It's less F-Zero, it's more Wipeout.
Okay.
But it's still really fucking good. There's one of them that looks like a big taxi and it's stupid and I love it. Yeah, Redout's pretty good.
Yeah.
Everything in that list is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm even surprised Vermintide 2 for $15, but that's not like it's not necessarily part of it, but still.
It is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well there you go. That's
Totally is.
That's actually pretty good because Vermintide 2 is a lot better than Vermintide 1 in a lot of ways.
Vermintide 1 is also there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to hear, especially since Jenna has her own cancer treatments to go through.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Talk about a fucking series of unfortunate events.
Jesus.
Man.
Yeah.
Special needs child. He had colon cancer. She has cancer. Although her cancer is under better control. The outlook's better.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But still, each and every one of those events is a major life-altering issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my fuck. Ugh. Best of luck. Go buy some StarCraft stuff. Go buy some good games at chrono.gg. Support a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
In what the fuck news? THQ Nordic bought the rights to Kingdom of Amalur?
Yeah.
The Reckoning? So, okay. Let's peel this back a bit. Kingdoms of Amalur, I'm trying to remember what baseball player created that.
Oh, the Kurt Schilling, maybe?
Kurt Schilling, yes. Gigantic asshole when it came to the entire marketing of this game. He had this big, grand concept, and they pulled in people from all over the place. Designers such as R.A. Salvatore, Todd McFarlane. There is the musician, I think Jeremy Soleil did the music for it. One of the quest designers from Morrowind did stuff for this game. Oh no, Grant Kirkhope did the music for it. Like, huge names in the game industry.
Yeah.
They got banking from New Hampshire. I think it's the state of New Hampshire. Was it? Nope, not New Hampshire. Connecticut.
Huge difference. Very huge difference.
I'm not seeing it anywhere in the Wikipedia page.
Okay.
Unfortunately. But it's one of the Northeast states actually funded to have this game made. That's why for a real long time you couldn't find it on sale, because they wanted to recoup their money and it did not sell well. It sold very poorly and normally has a reputation of, oh yeah, that big fucking mess of a game.
I heard it was still good.
Yeah, but everything surrounding it is basically what people remember, not necessarily the game or how it played.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't is THQ gonna make another one of these? Like, that would be weird. That would be real fucking weird.
Hey, why not?
Almost as weird as making a third Darksiders. Like, sure. Sure, why the fuck not?
Yeah,
What a
maybe they
mess.
just see something that is cool in that game that maybe they want to go for.
Yeah. I mean, it's not hated like you said. Most people remember it as, hey, it was an okay game.
Yeah, yeah, it was like a great RPG game.
Yeah, it just befuddles me why would you spend all this money for that when you could make just a new thing in the vein of it without having to pay for the rights to it.
They are. It's called Biomutant.
And also Kingdoms of Amalur. Unless Biomutant ends up being a Kingdom of Amalur tie-in.
No.
I do that. I would be okay with that. I just don't know what to make of this.
Like I don't know what you expect out of me. What the fuck? Moving on.
Moving on, trying to load the website here. Athlon Games. I don't know this developer off the top of my head, but they have signed a deal with Middle Earth Enterprises to publish a multi-year online game based off of the Lord of the Rings, with a development by an unmentioned partner developer.
BioWare.
Yeah. Well, some of the people tied to it have some background. Dave Miller was formed Athlon Games in May 2018. He was formerly of Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, Codemasters, and NBC Universal. Their parent company, owners of Digital Extremes, who made The Darkness 2 and Warframe. And Splash Damage, who did the multiplayer for Gears of War 4. So, okay. There hasn't been a Lord of the Rings MMO, have
No, not necessarily like create your character, wander around the world, do quests. I mean, there was like obviously the Shadow of Mordor, where that was kind of RPG-ish, but that was more like action and hack and
Lord
stuff.
of the Rings Online was a thing.
That's the one. Yeah, that's okay. So that was something that did exist. That was like a straight up RPG. But this sounds more like something that they want to do as a single player game, a single player RPG.
It literally says MMO.
Oh fuck! I'm an idiot. Sorry.
I mean, fair enough.
If they did a single player fucking RPG game, I would totally be down for that shit.
I was gonna say you're just channeling what we actually want them to make.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just make an Elder Scrolls, but like make it in Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want. Let me be a fucking hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me be a little free roaming hobbit that smokes a little pipe.
And steal shit.
Steal shit and makes crumpets. let me do that. But no, that could be cool. I've been out of the MMO space for a while. I actually have been jumping back into Guild Wars 2 lately for some dumb reason.
You mean Fashion Wars 2?
That's so good. And they just rolled out their 6-year anniversary chests. Those costumes they give you for being there from day one. They're marvelous. Marvelous.
Sure.
Speaking of MMOs, WildStar, do you remember WildStar?
I think I like looked that up recently, but it's still just by name. I don't know it.
It was a sci-fi MMO pushed out by I want to say NCSoft. Yeah, NCSoft published it. It had a whole like build your own home aesthetic to it. It kind of looked like World of Warcraft, but in space. Like that kind of cartoony look to it. Well, okay. Carbine Studios, the developer, closed down, and with it, WildStar is down and done. It's unfortunate, but them's the breaks when you're in the MMO space. Those servers are not cheap to run.
Yeah.
No.
So unless you've got big old player base that's willing to shell out a bunch of cash to buy a new fancy dress and participate in Fashion Wars, you're not going to keep running.
Yeah.
WildStar was always something I was kind of curious about. but I never fucking poked my head in it.
I'm not a huge MMO person, so I don't know.
Right.
It's just something that obviously went totally over my or under my radar. So
Yeah, I never heard anything about it. But yeah, I don't look for MMOs. So
It was real big at a couple of PAXs I went to.
hmm.
So while waiting in another line, I watched a lot of people play a lot of WildStar. So the combat didn't look like it would feel like an MMO.
Oh.
And I think that's what I kind of was drawn to it, but ultimately never touched.
Hmm.
Oh, speaking of other dead things, I was going through some of the stuff in my closet, and do you remember Titanfall?
The first one, yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not Titanfall.
Towerfall.
No, not Towerfall. Shit, what was that?
Oh boy.
Never mind. Shitty story. Thanks.
Good job.
Thanks
Cool
for
story,
sending me
bro.
down that road. There was another failed MMO that kind of took over all of PAX.
Oh, was that the one that I was with you?
Yeah.
That we got like a physical copy of it or something, but it was still like
Oh no, not even that one.
okay.
Oh shit.
Because there was that one, and then I heard
Terra. That one was
Yep.
Terra.
yeah, TERA,
No.
which I heard was like not great.
Yeah, no, because they kept throwing them out to everyone.
You know, it's funny. I think. Wait, hold on. Never mind. You go back to you do you guys. Hold on. I'm searching something real quick.
Yeah, I don't even remember what the fuck it was, but I found little figures from PAX from this dead MMO and thought, oh, that's cute, and moved on with my life.
That's right. Terra was made by Bluehole.
What?
Oh my god.
Bluehole
Fucking
made
what?
Bluehole made an attempt at an MMORPG. That's right. I just wanted to. I remembered that it was
Wow.
them that did it, but I wanted to confirm it. Yep.
Wow.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah,
That's-
is nuts.
That's why when so many people were like, "Huh, your PUBG's having issues, huh?" Because it seems like the devs just aren't really fucking paying attention and just doing whatever the fuck they want and not listening to their audience. Hey, let me tell you about a game called Terra that we played.
Oh man.
So I-
Firefall. That's the name of the game.
Oh yeah, Firefall. Oh my god. Yes, I remember seeing about that, and I was like, "Oh, that seems
that was
kinda
one that I
cool."
actually installed and played for a little bit, and oh boy,
Was it not good?
it had a lot of ideas.
Okay.
It did not really pull it off.
I think what's weird to me is that it looks like fucking a Terran StarCraft 2 logo.
It really does, and it had a look that was like, this is probably the closest thing to a StarCraft MMO.
Hmm.
Just looking at it, but it's dead and gone. Man, there've been a lot of MMOs, a lot of free-to-play MMOs, man.
Oh yeah. I mean,
It's
there's
really sad.
I mean, there's still some that's still going on, like Star Wars: The Old Republic is still going on.
yeah, I've heard that's okay. Now it's okay.
Yeah, I tried it. Well, I tried it like 2 years ago. I haven't tried it recently, but it does the thing where like because it's a free MMO where you're playing around, and then it'll keep doing that thing where it's like, hey, could have more space if you buy the game or purchase this certain amount kind of deal.
Oh,
I-
so it
I
does
don't-
the Guild Wars thing without a $60 buy-in.
Yeah, I don't know if it still does that. They might have changed that, but I don't know. I think I just dropped off because I was playing it alone, and then
Yeah.
it's like whatever.
There's very few MMOs that you can play alone and so be satisfied with it. Guild Wars being one of them.
Yeah.
I really like Guild Wars, guys.
Yes. Yeah, I noticed. That was the reason why I bought both of those fucking... Well, no, actually, the second one at least. The first one I just bought out of curiosity because I was like, hey, this looks kind of cool. Let me give this a shot. And then I was
And
like...
you didn't even buy the second one. I got that for you for Christmas, if you remember correctly.
Yeah, because I couldn't afford it. And you were like, here, fucker.
We're gonna play. In other fun news, Bandai Namco has trademarked Katamari Damacy Reroll. There was an update just today, actually. Bandai Namco has registered trademark for Katamari Damacy Encore in Japan, which seems to be a Japanese counterpart to the European Katamari Damacy Reroll. Cool.
Okay.
So I wonder, given the names of Encore and Reroll, if this is going to be like an HD recollection of the other Katamari Damacy games. I'd be very happy if that were the case.
Get that shit on Switch. Like,
Yeah.
do you want money? Because that's how you fucking get money, is put those fucking games on Switch.
Honestly, for me, put them anywhere because I will buy them again. And the only one I played to completion was the first.
I did the first and We Heart Katamari. Those were the two games that I played like
The first
to
two,
completion. Yeah. And then I lost track, and I knew there was like a third one that came out, and then I was like, cool, that's pretty awesome, that's happening, and then didn't fucking buy it.
I think there's more than that.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I mean,
Katamari Damacy, We Love Katamari,
Mhm.
and then there was the PSP Me and My Katamari.
Yep.
Then there was the horrible Katamari Damacy Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful Katamari, which was on the 360.
Yes.
I Love Katamari for iOS. Katamari Forever was the PS3 one.
Ah, okay.
And the rest of them are like portable iOS games that you can basically ignore.
I mean,
So
I hate to be that person that says port it to Switch, but fucking get that goddamn game on Switch.
Yeah.
It's a simple enough game, and it's so fucking perfect because each of those levels you can get done in like 5-ish minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's some of the bigger stuff.
Right. Well, yeah, because like We Love Katamari was like the last level takes you 25 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's because it's like it starts you out in a city and you can only pick up, I think, things as large as like a Chinese food container. Like that's what starts you at that size. And then eventually you get to the point where you eat up the Earth and then you eat up the rest of the fucking galaxy.
Yeah, I remember hearing it goes that far.
Yes. It was real good. I was fucking blown away as to how far that could go.
Hey, spoilers for We Heart Katamari, by the way.
It's been like 20, well, not even 20 years. It's been like 15.
I just had it open, god damn it. Reopen.
It's been 15-ish years. Whatever.
13. But still, thinking about that, thinking about Katamari, Smash Brothers, that kind of thing, I really hope we start seeing a trend of these big games enabling you to use your Switch as a music player, because I just want to fucking listen to the Katamari soundtrack on the go. And if it's all of the game, again, we're stretching here.
Right.
With the name, if it's Reroll or Encore or what have you, just give me that soundtrack, man. Some good fucking music.
It is. Man, I used to listen to that music so fucking much.
It may be cliche, but the first time I went to Japantown, San Francisco, I was listening to the Katamari soundtrack the whole time, and it just made the experience so much better. It's incredible. In other new news, they have officially announced a sequel to Rebel Galaxy called Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, which is a prequel to the original game.
Cool.
And they've shown gameplay where it's full 3D space combat.
Sweet.
If you look at the original announcement, they basically backhandedly say, because all of you fuckers whined about it, here. It's 3D space combat.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mind the 2D aspect of it because I still played the hell out of it. I actually played it all the way through, Um, I finished the story and then also got like the best ship with all the best weapons. I could basically one-shot anything
Yeah.
at that point. So I was like, well, I think I'm done because, nothing can fucking stop me. So I guess I'm done with this game. But no, I mean, I kind of enjoyed my time with it because it was kind of interesting. It was a neat little space game. But yeah, it was like narrative. There was like the narrative was really weak, like not really great. A lot of for me was just being able to like fly around and shoot other ships was a lot of fun. And then acquiring new ships and like upgrading those, like that was really great to me. So considering this is basically making the combat better with flying around in 3D space and has like a more narrative focus, like hey, could be awesome.
Yeah, it is certainly shows a lot of promise.
Yeah.
It's specifically a prequel to the original game.
Mm-hmm.
So my guess is you're playing as the aunt as she's flying around.
That would make sense, yeah.
So yeah, cool. Fucking yeah. Let's do this thing. So TGS is going on right now. That's why we're getting some weird game announcements, including Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is being remastered for the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. If you don't know the name Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, let me refresh your memory. That was the GameCube only Final Fantasy game which needed to use the Game Boy Advance link cable to play a co-op only Final Fantasy experience that is very highly regarded and has a very rabid fan base.
Okay.
I played maybe about 2 hours of this. It's weird. It's not bad. It's weird. Has to do with you like being a traveling band of something or other trying to get a bucket of magic waters somewhere, I think. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of it. But
Final Fantasy things.
Essentially. I did not expect that to be a Final Fantasy remaster that people would be clamoring for, and B, something to be out before the Final Fantasy VII remake even points its head away. So, yeah. Fucking weird. You should watch the trailer for it, because it kind of highlights how fucking weird that game is. There's also been a release date announcement for, a release window for the follow-up to everyone's favorite baseball dodgeball Super Saiyan game, Lethal League Blaze, is coming out next year. It's actually coming out this year on PC, next year for PS4 and Switch. The more notable thing to note here is that the original musical composer for Jet Set Radio is attached to this project. Whether or not it means he just did the music for the first trailer, which that music's fucking great, or did more music for the entire game is yet to be seen. But even
all of it,
I hope he did a good chunk. The first game had really good music that wasn't him, so I hope he has done a good chunk, but not all.
Right.
Fuck, Lethal League's real good, guys.
It's pretty fun. I enjoy my time with it, but it's not like a game I drop everything to go run and play. But it's one of those games where it's like, if people have it or if people are willing to play it, then it's like, all right, cool. Like, I'm down.
Yeah.
That's that kind of game to me. So
fucking give me Candyman. Candyman's one of the best characters.
My time playing it though, it's one of those things where it's great to play for like 10-ish minutes, and then you're like, all right, I got it. Like, maybe not forever, but like, you're like, all right, this is cool. Let's like throw something else in.
No, you gotta get, once, I don't know if when we played it, we ever got the ball up to supersonic speed. But when you do, the entire level changes, the music shifts, and it becomes fucking Dragon Ball Z dodgeball.
Okay.
And that's when that game gets fucking incredible.
Right.
I played many hours of the original Lethal League. I'm very excited for the sequel.
Sure.
That's about all the news that I pulled. Is there anything I missed that came to your gentleman's attention?
No.
Mm-mm.
None that I could think of anyway.
All right, let's shift into politics. Here we go.
Oh God, no.
No, we're not going there. We're
Let me stop you right fucking there.
I know. I'm depressed
Oh,
enough as it is.
wait, did we already talked, yeah, we talked about last time the training mode that's coming to PUBG, right?
Yeah.
I think
Oh
we
yeah,
talked about him.
but there's been an update. That was before we knew all the details of it.
Ah.
Do you want to
okay.
provide the update because you know better than me?
I mean, I played it. That's about as much as I could say as far as like an update for it. Yeah, no, I mean it's good. Oh, yeah, I mean right now in its current state on the test servers, you can only play like at minimum 5 people and with a max of 20 to queue up a server in game for the training map. And it spawns you immediately on the island. There is a countdown for some reason. I don't know why. It's like you spawn in and it's like match will start in 1 minute and you're like, okay, but I can run around and fucking start doing things. And even once the timer ticks down and finishes, it's still like it just resumes. So it's like, okay. But then you have like 30 minutes to just like dick around basically. And they have every weapon, attachment, equipment, scopes, ammo, grenades, everything possible for you to grab and test out. And even though you can't die, you go down to 1 HP, it still takes into effect with armor. Like armor can still get destroyed, so even if you take armor, like it could still get shot off. Yeah, so I did some shooting, which was okay. I kind of wish that there were faster moving targets, because right now it's just they kind of move like as if people are walking. But I want kind of speed, so it's like if people are doing a dead sprint sideways kind of speed. Because they don't have that, which is kind of weird. But they also have stationary targets. I tried a couple times firing at their 800 meter range, which I think like the furthest I got was like 600 meters. Like I hit something 600 meters away.
Gotcha.
But again, it was like a
Nice.
stationary target. So it was like, okay, well, let me see if I can fucking judge this right with the scope and then be able to hit it. And I did.
That's
like,
how you start.
yeah.
That's how you start.
Yep, exactly. So, so I did that for a while, and then was like, let me see how this fucking racetrack is, because there's like 2 different racetracks that they have. They have one that's like over course the entire island, and then like a smaller one. It's like less hilly than the other one. It's like more like a standard like actual racetrack. So I drove around, and then I found one of the stations to parachute out of, and you basically go to this little hut, and then you look at the map and you push F, and it basically just launches, it like respawns you back into the sky, and you're skydiving. And if you look around, you can see like little targets that you can try to just land on. But so like it kind of helps you practice parachuting, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a big part of the game that I think a lot of people just take for granted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the one thing I kind of wish training mode had was if you pull up the map, you click on something, you click on an area, and you immediately spawn there. I think that should be in there, because after I did that parachute and I was on the other side of the shooting range, I was like, all right, I want to go back to the shooting range. Oh wait, but I have to either run all the way back there or grab a vehicle, which, I mean, there are a number of vehicles around the whole island that you can grab, but it's like, oh, I got to go back onto the main road to go find a vehicle to drive back to the shooting range, whereas I'd rather just be able to like pull up a map, click it, boom, there. Like I'm there.
Devil's advocate, if they were to implement a feature like that, how much you want to bet hackers would figure it out and just fucking teleport all over the goddamn map?
They're already fucking moving.
Are they teleporting?
I mean, it's might as well be teleporting.
Just saying.
There's plenty of speed hacks out there, and I feel like it would really be no different from fucking teleporting.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, I like it. I hope that. I mean, they did already officially confirm that they do plan on having a solo queue, which I hope is the case, because with my time being there, the first 3 minutes of being at the shooting range was nothing but people just shooting their guns wildly, or throwing smoke grenades everywhere, or throwing flashbangs into other people's faces, so you couldn't do shit for like.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
it is the internet.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Like it was kind of one of those things where it was like once I noticed someone just kept fucking lobbing flashbangs in front of me and smoke grenades, I was like, all right, I'm going against the fucking internet here while I'm trying to like practice my shots. Let me fucking. That was the point where I was like, well, let me just drive around the island and see what this is like. So that was kind of a good cue to just be like, okay, I get the shooting range area. Let me see what the rest of the map is like.
I should hope that they'd have multiple shooting range areas.
Yes, so they
explicitly that reason.
Yes, so they have a 400-meter shooting range that's like on the other side of the island.
Gotcha.
So it's a more like shorter range, and they also have like what they call their CQC area, where it's like this. It's basically this pit that you jump down into, and you can like practice that as well, like being able to move around in tight quarters and things like that. So yeah, I mean it's kind of like all scattered throughout the island, so it's pretty well placed. Like they really took their time to like place all these different things. And what's funny too is like I saw a post the other day, like a few days after this was put out on the test servers. Apparently someone ran up a hill, like one of the tallest hills, and apparently a ghillie suit was there. They were like, huh,
oh, shit.
Weird. And like there's like random little huts that are scattered throughout the island that also have ghillie suits in there, like multiples of them.
Huh.
So it's just like, okay.
Neat.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, it's good to hear that sounds like it's like 80% of what we wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minus asshole internet.
Right. So
But-
yeah, I'm sure that it'll go on live servers probably either this week or I think this week.
Probably.
I'm sure probably in like a week or two they'll probably have servers set up for people to solo queue.
Cool. Thanks for the weekly PUBG update.
Yeah.
That should move us over to emails. You can email us at utterlygeek@gmail.com. That's UTTERLYG33k@gmail.com. If you send them there, we'll answer them here. We did not receive any emails, so then you can also reach us on Instagram at utterlygeek. That's UTTERLYG33k on the Instagram. Mr. Petrella captains that one, doing a mighty fine job.
Wally did a good post this week.
Yeah. I wish it could have been better, but at least...
I retract my statement. The
Oh, that's
post
good.
was shit. But yeah, feel free to reach out to us there and comment on our shit, and we will comment back and answer them here if we got any.
No, we didn't get any.
All right, you can also reach us at Twitter at utterlygeek. That one's UTTERLYGEEK on Twitter. Consistency. You can tweet at us at any time, and we will bring up your questions here. Wally's typically the one who follows that one.
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
Nothing. You can watch us live at twitch.tv/CPTWally. Join in the conversation if your comment, question, concern is respectful and on topic, we'll bring it up during the discussion. Otherwise, we'll answer other questions here. Wally monitors that one.
We do.
We do. Cool.
Little nasty.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
I just
Moving
like
on.
collecting questions.
Yeah. Just hoard them, you know? Like
Just hoard them. Don't even read them. They're just like my babies.
We have one from Little Nasty 69.
Oh,
Yeah. Asking,
wow.
have y'all
Favorite
played? Asking, have y'all played the new Spider-Man game? I can answer that one.
One
Wally Spade played
out of
Spider-Man.
3 ain't bad.
Yeah. Fucking yes. And it's amazing. I responded to this person in chat because it wasn't relevant to our thing, but yeah, it's fucking good. It's the best Spider-Man game that's out there right now. I have played more than just Spider-Man 2 and the first one. I played like the old PlayStation one, like the very first PlayStation one. I played a little bit of the Genesis one, but that was like more carnage. I mean, you still played as Spider-Man. And then there was like, what was it? Ultimate Spider-Man, which was kind of more like webcomic based one.
Okay.
That was also really good.
Web comic.
Yeah.
Aren't they all web comics?
That's
Come
funny.
on.
It was more like comic book based, and I kind of like the cinematics of that one. That was pretty cool. And you also got to play as Venom, which was pretty sweet.
Spoilers.
I know. And then I think Web of Shadows was the last one I played. But yeah, so just to give you a background on all the different ones that I played.
Wasn't there another? Shattered Dimensions? Was that one?
I didn't play that one. I heard that one was okay, but not great. Like, I heard it was kind of a mess. So that was why I was like, okay. I'll just not play that one. I was curious about the Amazing Spider-Man, which were the ones that were like the movie tie-ins. Like, I heard the first one was pretty decent, and the second one was absolute garbage. But
You'll have that.
yeah, but I never got around to it. I actually almost bought it recently when there was like a sale on it, but again, I was like, am I really gonna play this now? No, not really. But yeah, and then fucking this Marvel Spider-Man came out, and it's so fucking good. Like, I have not been this much involved in a open world superhero game since like Infamous 2. Because I played Infamous and Infamous 2 so fucking much. Like, both of those games I played so much, and Spider-Man's the same way, where it's just like, I love moving around in that world and doing all the side shit, doing all the collectibles, because it's so fucking fun to just get all that shit.
But see, that's the thing. From what I've heard, and I haven't touched it yet, is that like a lot of the collectibles and a lot of that stuff is kind of like meh, but the motion and the fluid motion of playing as Spider-Man is what makes it fun. It's not necessarily the collecting.
Yep.
It's just it gives you an excuse to swing.
Yes.
And have fun with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I'm completely okay with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I heard the story is actually pretty damn good too.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. I think I'm on Act 3 now, with being like 20, well beyond 20 hours. And I think I'm on like Act 3 now of the game, where there's just fucking chaos, basically.
Yeah, I've heard it subverts a lot of your expectations of a Spider-Man story.
Yeah.
Where I love what I've heard they've done with Jonah Jameson.
Mm-hmm.
Basically turning into Alex Jones.
Yeah.
He has a podcast about finding the Spider-Man.
Yep, he no longer works at the Bugle. Now has his own podcast and does his own thing. And fuck so many instances where I could start the next mission or side quest or something, but I fucking don't, because I love listening to it, because it's so amazing of just how fucking nuts he is, and how he's still saying, like, because this is supposed to take place like 8 years after he becomes Spider-Man, And it's still like 8 years later. He's still like, he's an asshole. He doesn't belong in this city. Like, still going on. And it's just like all the fucking excuses is so goddamn wonderful. Because there's even instances where like, there are sometimes he doesn't even talk about Spider-Man. There are just times where he's like, yep, I'm right. Thank you for calling, caller. And that's it. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. This is so good.
It's a beautiful thing. Oh, man. All right, any other questions?
No, that is all.
Cool. That kicks us over to our new releases segment, our last segment of the evening, starting with PlayStation 4. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is coming out September 12th on PC, PS4, Xbox One. I believe the review embargo came up on that today, so you can start taking a look at those. I haven't taken a look at any of it. That seems to be the only notable release for the PS4. Shifting over to the Xbox One. Why wasn't this on the PS4? NHL 19 coming out on the 11th for PS4 and Xbox One for you hockey players.
Is that EA that's handling that, or is that 2K? I think
that's EA. That's an EA
has
Sports.
NHL. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And again, that seems like everything for that platform.
Right.
Shifting over to Nintendo Switch, we have... shit. I should really do this ahead of... Oh, okay. Bastion.
We have shit.
September 13th. Bastion, September 13th.
Okay.
On the Switch.
Nice.
Good fucking game.
Yep.
Wasteland 2, the director's
Hell
cut,
yeah.
September 13th on Switch.
Nice.
That's
So-
awesome.
Yeah, I really want to wait and see how that runs and how that looks. Because there is a large amount of text in that game.
Yeah.
And I wonder how they do the dialogue input, because on the PC version you can just type for dialogue. So I wonder how they're going to do that. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, the Golden Country, September 14th, coming out on the Switch. That's the big, massive expansion pack. And the one game on Switch absolutely everyone has been waiting for, Nintendo Labo Toy-Con 3 Vehicle Kit.
Yes.
September 14th. It's compatible with Mario Kart.
Oh, that's
Whoop.
right.
Whoop, whoop. So Reggie actually got out there shortly afterwards, and the couple months after Labo Kits 1 and 2 came out, saying, hey, no, it's sold exactly as they expected it to. So they're not expecting it to sell like video game numbers, but like toy numbers. So cool. I'm happy for anyone who's happy with their Labo kits.
Yeah.
It's not for me, but happy for you guys. I think that'll do it this week.
I forgot to bring it up when I was talking about Spider-Man, but it is just announced. They are going to have New Game Plus for Spider-Man coming out soon.
That makes sense.
Insomniac confirmed that. Yeah, totally makes sense with that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. With how long it takes you to get everything in that game, all the gadgets and
Yeah.
everything, and all the suits, yes.
New Game Plus seems like the perfect kind of like post-launch, hey, we're going to throw you a bone. Like, not something critical that you need day one, because
Yeah. Because you're going to
Only
spend all that
lunatics-
time, you're going to spend all that time playing the game the first time through.
yeah, only lunatics are going to get through the entire game in one day.
Right.
So give it a few weeks, and then, hey, here's a New Game Plus with maybe a couple of extra spider suits.
Yeah.
Like, that would be cool.
I would love to do a New Game Plus because I want to play that game again with some of those suits on. Like, even though I'm unlocking suits, I'm doing it mostly for the abilities. But like,
Yeah.
I'm still going back to the suit for the game because it's like, oh well, I feel like it's the suit for the game, so
This is your canonical playthrough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Whereas like New Game Plus, I'm gonna go fucking ape shit.
I'm gonna be cell shaded Spider-Man. Is one cell shaded?
There is, and it's really fucking good. I played around with it for a while. The comic book Spider-Man's real fucking nice looking.
That makes me real
It
happy.
looks so good.
Because I see in my mind it was the animated series one, but yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's totally a comic book one, and it looks fucking great.
That's cool.
That's
cool.
That's where it's something I want to play around with and want to do, like, really mess around with the photo mode with the cell shaded Spider-Man suit and make fucking Spider-Man covers.
What if suddenly it's all like a callback to 90s gaming and suddenly there's a pen and paper mode and everything's black and white?
I mean,
Do
that's
you
why the
remember
filters...
the last time you saw pen and paper mode?
Ugh. Oh god. I mean, photo mode, but not like in game, like being able to move around and have a filter on.
For me, the last game I remember is that god awful first South Park first person shooter game.
Oh Jesus. Yeah.
That was real bad. Anyway, I think that'll do it for us this week. Thanks for joining us. Wally's gotta go play some Spider-Man.
No! I'm gonna fucking yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't even deny it. We will join you next week. Thanks for joining us, and you have a good one.
Bye.
See ya.